Hello, welcome to another episode of Papa Bear Hikes.
Those of us who follow hiking or backpacking on social media will sometimes hear about people completing certain lists or working on lists or taking on hiking challenges, and then you'll see pictures of their patches. And so today I want to talk a little bit about that. What is a hiking challenge? Well, they can come in two forms. Sometimes it could be a trail, maybe the Tahoe Rim Trail, Cranberry Lake 50 out here in New York, or it could be a group of peaks or fire towers in a particular geographic region that's being managed by an organization, a chamber of commerce. Some examples of that would be and maybe most famous is the Adirondack 46. Sorry if I slight you people up in New England, but pretty much everybody's heard of the Adirondack 46. For those of you who haven't, that involves hiking the 46 highest peaks in the Adirondack Mountains. And when you're finished, you fill out an application, send in a small fee, and you receive a patch. And they give you a number, and you're on a list with a lot of people who have accomplished that. When I say a lot, though, this isn't something that happened over the course of a couple of years. This goes back, I believe, to the 30s or 40s. So it's something that has a long history. Then there's smaller challenges. For example, I'll give you another example of that would be one I did this summer. It was a lot of fun. I did the Lake Placid 9. And it was 9 peaks around Lake Placid. And pretty much what that does is it encourages people to go there and support the economy. And that's a really good thing. So as hikers, sometimes we're seeing this as a challenge and we get our patches. And yes, I am admittingly a patch junkie. I love my patches. But when we go there, we're supporting the local businesses, or at least we should be. And we're purchasing fuel for our cars for the ride home. Hopefully we're grabbing a bite to eat there. My friends and I usually like to get a meal and some beer. We like to seek out a craft brewery and have something to drink. So many times you're helping support the local community, or in the case of the Adirondack Club or the Green Mountain Club, Tahoe Rim Trail, you're helping to support the maintenance of that trail. You're helping to put money into that organization to keep it moving, so they can keep these trails hikeable, so they can maintain the lean-tos that we're able to enjoy and the campsites that are there for our leisure. I personally like taking on these challenges. And I use the word challenge in a very loose way. Maybe it's more of a list. I'm kind of a list guy, I guess. I like having something to work from, I can look at. It was pretty cool when we were working on the Catskill 35 to start off by saying, wow, we did 3, and then to get to that point, we reached the midway point, and then got to the finish line. It helps to build momentum, and maybe on some of those weekends where you're just not feeling it, or you gotta, maybe you need to squeeze the hike in, it helps with that too. Not that it makes it work, but it keeps you helps to keep you driven. I know it does with me. And not all these lists involve hiking summits or taking long, rugged hikes to get somewhere, or hiking 2,200 miles. So, again, in New York, I hate to keep referencing New York, but it's where I'm familiar. It's the area I'm most familiar with. We have a fire tower challenge in the Adirondacks that spills over into the Catskills. There's waterfall challenges. Some of these hiking challenges involve hiking to particular historical sites. Myself, I have a few in progress at this point. I'm not going to list the ones I completed, but I ended up starting the Adirondack 46 this summer. I was a little indifferent only because I wasn't sure how often I'd be able to get up there to hike it, in addition to the fact that there are a lot of people already hiking them. It's very crowded. So, the 4-hour drive, sometimes 4.5-hour drive to get there, and then showing up at a crowded parking lot, that adds to the challenge. One of our hikes, parking the car, probably was our biggest challenge. And I'm not kidding. And I'm working on the Catskill 35 winter hikes. The Catskill 3500 Club not only offers, recognizes if you hike the 35 highest peaks in the Catskills, but they have a separate recognition if you do it in the winter. So we're working on that. And I'm really enjoying that challenge. And you could say I'm working on the Finger Lakes Trail. That's been a work in progress. I've been section hiking that since 2008. I'll probably finish it one day, but I'm working on it. Well, I'd love for you to share any hiking challenges in your area, no matter how big or small they are, and so some of our listeners can hear about them and spread the word. Because as I said, they're usually for a good cause. They're usually to help promote commerce in that area, or they generate a very small amount of money to help some of these associations. If there's any exciting hiking challenges where you live or that are on your bucket list, please share them with us. Be safe out there.
Thanks for listening. If you like this podcast, please feel free to leave a review. If you found it helpful or useful or just entertaining, let us know. We can be contacted at papabearhikes@gmail.com, or check us out at papabearhikes01 on Instagram. Thanks for listening. Get outside and have a great day.